This is the Karcher K5.480 pressure washer I purchased from Walmart in about 9 weeks ago, and it failed. As you can see, there's all kinds of water that's leaking out of it, and I was using it to clean my soffits, and using it because you're cleaning above. I'm using it in pulses because I'm getting soaked with the water that's coming down, and as you can see, here's the water leaking out of it. I'm not really impressed with this unit, and I'll go on in a second to show you. Now I'm going to just flip it on. And you can see the water just running over this thing. Literally more water comes out the bottom of it than goes out the top. I mean, my garden hose will spray harder than this thing does now. It does absolutely nothing. So, I'll just shut that off. So I have been trying to get this thing fixed, and it had some neat features on it. I thought, well, if it shuts off, that's great. I don't have to worry about, using electricity. Well, that's a problem, because what I think's happening here is they don't have a pressure relief valve, and when you use it in short bursts, it gets a water hammer or a surge, a pulse load, which exceeds the design capacity of the components, which causes a catastrophic failure in the water that you see draining down here, down the driveway into the drain. The other neat feature I thought was a hose reel. Well, that looks really great, but as you can see in my hand, as I was trying to roll it up, it literally broke off. And you can see the section of plastic in it. It's just a hollow tube. Well, already, again, it's gone. I paid $247 Canadian for this from Walmart. Not at all impressed. And then, what Karcher tells you to do is take it to a service center. Well, okay, so I did. I took it to these guys here, okay? Promised me in a week that they would get back to me. Well, they didn't, so I called them back. Said, we're busy. Well, I said, well, I really want to get going on this thing. Well, call tomorrow. We'll guarantee you we'll have somebody call you tomorrow. If not, call us tomorrow. Well, I called the next day. The fellow that's on this card didn't even want to talk to me. He turned me over to the service tech, who went on to explain to me that he's been off for a week with emergency surgery. Well, I'm sorry about your luck, and that's really sad, but I want to get my pressure washer looked at. I've put in a ticket, I've sent emails, and what I found is when you talk to the call center, they're just a remote call center. They don't even work for Karcher. And they have a list of answers on a sheet of paper that they give you, and all they tell you to do is take it to a service center. And I said, well, I've already been that route, and I'm not getting anywhere. I'd like to escalate it. And I said, can I escalate the claim? Well, yeah, you got to do it online and put in another ticket. I'm just getting the runaround with this. I would suggest to anybody, you want to get a pressure washer that runs full time because it's got a pressure relief valve on it, and it won't get that surge, that hammer load on it. You don't want to get into this kind of a machine. I'm just so disappointed in it. Like I said, $247, and everybody's just absolutely ignoring me. So be forewarned. All they want to do is exchange it, but my biggest fear is if it's already failed in 9 weeks, it's going to fail again. I had an old unit. It never let me down. I actually wore the nozzle out, but they don't build them the same way anymore. So be forewarned.